Swagat chu Gatil Darsakan means welcome, wise viewers, in Kashmiri. I am Abhinandan. The soulful people of Kashmir thank you for your peace-loving kindness to all beings. May divine love be with you and your family. O Lord, even after realizing the truth that there is no real difference between Jiva, the individual soul, and Brahman, God, I beg to state that I am yours and not that you are mine. The wave belongs to the ocean, not the ocean to the waves. This is a prayer to Lord Vishnu by the dedicated Jagatguru. Adi Shankaracharya wrote many poems expressing his love for God. Born in 8th century India, Jagatguru Adi Shankaracharya showed an early interest in spiritual life. By age 8, he had read and understood all of the Vedic scriptures. After receiving permission to leave home in pursuit of spiritual attainment, he met and received instruction from Guru Govinda Bhagavad-pada. Shankaracharya went on to write commentaries on the ancient doctrine Advaita Vedanta as well as the Bhagavad Gita and the 10 principal Upanishads. He became known as the founder of the Smartha tradition, which brought together several branches of the Hindu faith and highlights the oneness of the inner self, Atman, with the Supreme God, Nirguna Brahman. Shankaracharya also composed 72 hymns of praise and reverence for the divine dedicated to Lord Krishna and Lord Shiva. The Updesh Sahasri, meaning 1,000 teachings, was also written by him. To support spiritual devotion and study, he travelled throughout India and established 4 large Hindu monasteries that are still active today. At the age of 32, Jagatguru Shankaracharya was said to have completed his mission on earth as he achieved Videha Mukti or freedom from embodiment. Sivananda Lahari or Waves of the Bliss of Shiva is one of the devotional hymns composed by Adi Shankaracharya. We will now share with you an excerpt from Sivananda Lahari. Filled with avarice and jealousy, intent on stealing others' wealth, trying to enter the houses of the rich. This, my mind, in many ways is wondering, O Lord of all thieves, how will I ever tolerate this mind which is a thief? Shankara, who is everywhere, so take it under your control and show mercy on this innocent one. Perform of I your worship, and you appear before me soon, and you become granter all pleasures to me, O Lord, who is everywhere. But if you grant the position of Creator, or the position of Lord Vishnu instead, as a reward for my worship, then I would have to become a bird and fly in the sky, or become an animal and dig deep in the earth to see you again, my Lord. How can I bear this sorrow of not seeing you, O Lord Shankara, who is everywhere? When would I live on Mount Kailas, along with your attendants, in the stone-studded golden mansion of yours, O God, who is the giver of happiness, with hands raised and clasped in deference to you, O Lord, who is everywhere, O Lord, who is with Goddess, O God, who is the Master, O God, who is above all, O God, who is good, and chant with pleasure. O God, save me and spend the time as if the Creator's Kalpa is a second. when will I see thine holy pair of feet? O King of the mountains, and be able to hold it, carry it on the head, eyes and chest. Embrace it, smell the scent of lotus flowers from it, and attain rapturous ecstasy, which even Brahma and others do not get. In your hands is the golden mountain. Near you is the Lord of riches. In your house is the wish-giving tree, the cow which grants everything, the precious stone fulfilling any wish that enters your mind, and such many others. On your head is the moon with cool rays, and all the good in the world is always on your feet. And so, what can I offer you, my Lord, except my mind, which can be given as the offering? The mukti of my becoming you is in thine worship. The mukti of my coming near you is in singing about you and calling you Shiva and Madhava. The mukti of living with you is in sweet conversation with thine devotees, who in their mind live with you. The mukti of forever mixing with you is in thinking forever of your moving and stable form, which is the universe. And so I get all this in this birth itself. O God, who is the consort of Bhavani, I am thankful to you for all this. I offer devotions to thine lotus-like feet. I meditate on thee who is the greatest. I seek thy refuge, O my Lord, and by my words I beg from you, O Vibhu, to bless me with the merciful divine sight, which is always sought by the gods. O Teacher of the universe, teach me the way of happy living. Unlike the sun, I do not have 1,000 red hands to dress your holy icon. Unlike Vishnu, I do not have the ability to worship thee who is everywhere. Unlike the god of wind, I do not have the ability to spread incense of sandal and the like and serve you in the best way. Unlike Indra, who presides over fire, I don't have the ability to cook and offer you food. I don't have the ability of Hiranyagarbha to offer you vessels of gold. O God, who wears the young crescent, O God of all beings, O God, who is the Lord of us all, and O God, who is teacher of all the three worlds. If only I had all this, I would have ability to serve you in a better way. It is not sufficient, O God of gods, for attaining liberation for people like me to do either service to you, salutations to you, singing about you, worshipping you, meditating on you, hearing your stories, or seeing you once. What other liberation is there at all? If I can attain liberation by this, what else should I wish for? What would I get by getting tired, by following other unstable gods? Engaged in gathering and preservation and giving off all the good things in life. Teacher great of the known and the unknown, who has spread within and without, knower of all that is to be known, and doer of all possible mercies. What is there for me to tell you? I daily think in my mind that you are very close to my mind, and you are doer of God to me, O Lord Shambhu. O Lord, who is with your consort, I who am the devotee, having tied the thread of devotion, filled with water of happiness, in the pot of my mind, which is golden clear, have kept the mango leaves of your feet and the coconut of real knowledge, and chant the holy peaceful 5-lettered mantra, and am purifying this body which carries my soul, and am searching good things which are pleasant to the mind, and thus performing this ceremony of purification. The crowd of good-minded people are churning the ocean of Vedas with dedication, using the rope of stable devotion and the churning stick of the attentive mind, and get from it the Lord with Uma, his consort, who is like the wish-giving tree, who is like the wish-yielding Kamdhenu, who is like the wish-yielding gem Chintamani, who for the knowledgeable is like the stable nectar of happiness and permanent granter of all luck given by Rama. Since the only emperor, who is Lord Shiva, who is respected and royal, sits in the city of the lotus of mind, the four-legged Dharma is well observed. The sins attain their last. Passion, anger and arrogance have gone away. The seasons do only good, and the royal curative crop of happiness and knowledge gives good yield. Irrigated using the machinery of wisdom, using pots of words brought through the canals and subcanals of poems, the nectar-like water of the story of Sadashiva would make the devotion that is growing in the field of heart bloom and give heavy yield. And so, God of gods, the God of the universe, how can this servant of yours fear famine ever? To get released from the tragedy of sin and to taste the immortal wealth, O Lord, who has won over death, the tongue, mind, head, legs, hands, eyes, and ears of mine, each request me respectively to do thine praise, to meditate on you, to bow before thy great self, to go round and round you, to see you soulfully and clearly, and to hear thine praise and stories. So please be kind to order me to do the above, O Lord, and also again and again remind me to do this, and please do not be mute with me for any reason. O mind, the king of swans, live secretly along with damsels of devotion to God in the house of lotus feet of the Lord of Girija, glistening with glorious tides of nectar, made pretty red by bright red rubies, surrounded by ascetics who are like swans, and live as you like with peace. In the season of spring of meditation on Shambhu, in the garden of the heart, the dried leaves of sin fall off, the young plants of devotion glow, the leaf buds of good action appear, the flower buds of good character, the flowers of prayer, the heavenly scent of good deeds, the flow of ambrosia of joy of knowledge, and the fruit of knowledgeable experience glow. Happy viewers, we hope you have enjoyed today's program on Words of Wisdom.